Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's well. I missed the phone call, actually. I didn't even notice that. I was down getting tea and I missed the phone call, but I could ring in a second now. I might just do that actually when I'm here now. I actually should have just seen that before, but anyway, I just paused for a second. Actually, no, I ring in a second. I give it a minute or two and then I ring. So there's just 100 things going on. See, the worst thing was when you start stream. Hello, Sean. I see your comment that you left. I was down making tea and somebody rang me. I seen your comment. Very. I don't know how you describe it. Let me see. Where the fuck am I going? Here. Give me a second. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff going on. I was on top chat, so being live chat. Hello, Fiona. Happy Saturdays. Hope everybody's well. Yeah, I'm a bit early. It's 7:15. I said we should look at near enough the time. I might just ring this person if that's okay for 2 seconds, and there'll be bitches. I have a group at the top, so just if anybody comes, just tell them I'm ringing somebody. It should be only 2 minutes anyway. Apologies for that. I should have probably kept my phone with me anyway. So anyway, here, 2 seconds. Apologies for that. No, he's not on the phone this time. No, so apologies for that. Sorry for that. Not. I don't know what to say. My thing chart for this. We'll give it a few minutes. I have a lot to talk about. We'll give it a few minutes. It's drizzling. It's raining as we speak, and it's sun at the same time. I probably should tone this down because this, should be. But apologies for that. I was down making tea, as you can see the tea in the cup here, and I left my phone here, and he rang when I was downstairs, and I didn't hear it. It's only for that I would have, been able to talk to him then, I suppose. But I said I talk to him more later on. It's not that serious of a thing. It'll only take 5 seconds. But anyway, how are we all doing? Sorry about that. Apologies. It's the worst time somebody could ring me. But see, same thing. Somebody probably ring me now in 10 minutes' time. And I wouldn't mind if I was sitting here all day and nothing was going on. Nobody would ring me. But as soon as I do anything, like go live or do anything, like I made one of my videos to put up in BitChute there yesterday. I had to edit out the bit where I was rudely interrupted by a phone call. Well, not rudely, but it can happen. But I probably should put it on silent or something instead of just having it on. Let me see. But it's the storm today. What was it? Kathleen, wasn't it, the storm? Oh, your father turned 80. His birthday was a Monday. Oh, this Monday coming. A very happy birthday. It'll be a big 80, a big celebration. But yeah, I suppose maybe we get started because there's a lot to talk about. Yes, April the 8th. Yeah, we'll find it out. It's April the 6th. Tomorrow, yeah. So that's Monday, yeah. So where should I start? So a lot to talk about. Maybe I should just pause this thing here for a second. Because this probably you probably can't even hear me. This I probably should speak louder, but let me see. It's been a while. Hello, Evanoni. Yeah, no, it's not that YouTube collapse. It's the terms of what I say. In terms of the YouTube guidelines, I have to be. That's why I put them for people because I don't know what YouTube hit me in the head. Because if I say something too wrong, YouTube could shoot me. So that's the only reason. So whatever I think that YouTube would take down, I would usually put it there. Like it's nothing too bad. Like I'm not literally going and shooting somebody or into that. I'm not doing that. But it's just that YouTube might disagree with you, in terms of stuff. So that's the only reason why. So there's two videos up there that are a bit more hardcore than I suppose what I would put on YouTube. Even though I have more videos to put up, but look at. But it is a good a ton of just to have. Even though I'm much rather YouTube, I like the community posts and stuff like that, as you know. I'm very fond of the community posts. Like it's literally my Twitter, the community posts, literally just posting shit on it. Well, not shit, but it's like Twitter. But yeah, so we get started. But anyway, I hope you're doing well, everyone. Apologies too that I wasn't live Wednesday. I know probably a lot of people expect me to be live, but I just wasn't feeling that well, and was a bit tired too. So I just really wasn't in the mood to do it. But yeah, we get started. So I'm sure people have seen this. So this is from Independent Ireland. So these two councillors, they're from Galway. Do you remember what happened in Galway with the refugee situation? So these two Fianna Fáil councillors in the area. And one of them was in Fianna Fáil for 30 years, just to say. And they have left Fianna Fáil to one as Independent Ireland. Now, they done an interview with Grip Media. So the reason why I'm talking about this so yeah, leave it on this. I wish I could see the comments and so. But the only reason why I'm talking about this at the moment is because they said one of them said it's hard to make out which one is Thomas and which one is the waterfowl in the Gwip Media interview. But if you look up Gwip Media's YouTube channel, you see it. But they said something that I have been saying for a long time too. It's not that so much they were afraid to say what they said, but the immigration, the elephant in the room and stuff. It was that the headquarters, Fianna Fáil headquarters would shut you up if you said the wrong thing. Basically, it would basically chastise you if you said the wrong thing. And that's why I never have joined the party and stuff like that, because that's basically what happened. The headquarters, the leadership of Fianna Fáil, or whatever political party, would eat your soul if you said something wrong. So I found that very interesting. But we all know Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael are just kind of a dictatorship. You have to either be with them or against them. There's no in between. But it's not even that too. Well, we all know, we can all see what's happening in Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, and that they just won't listen to people. And they're not with the common person now. They're not with the only Joe. They're too busy focusing on woke bullshit, to be totally honest with you. So I found that very interesting. So if you do have time later on, do check out that Gwip Media interview. Because it is very good. And these two independent councils, so do wish them all the best. They will get elected as an independent. There's no doubt about it. Them two will get elected back to their council seats. And so they should have, because they never backed down. Fianna Fáil threatened them with everything under the sun. And they didn't back down. So, and they're still one of the local elections. So Fianna Fáil are going to be quiet in that area. But no, I just thought it was interesting because it's exactly what I say about political parties and stuff. I show you I wish the audio would play and stuff like that, but obviously you probably shouldn't be playing other people's content on YouTube and stuff like that. But it is a good video to watch. I'll just show you what video to watch later on. So where am I now? Sorry, there's that many stuff on my computer. But it is a really, really good interview to watch. It's not that long, it's only about 8 weeks. I was watching it earlier on. Oh, it's 43 minutes. Oh, yeah. It's stupid. But I watched, probably to the last second of it. I was listening to it in the background earlier on. So it is very crucial to watch it, like to watch this video, because it just tells you all you need to know. Because one of them was in Fianna Fáil for 30 years, and for someone to be in for 30 years in the party and feel distrusted of the party or distrusted by the party, and I suppose in the way the party betrayed them, because they were given their opinion and voicing their community, like the opinion of their community, their constituents in their area, and Fianna Fáil was like, no, you can't say that. Fuck you, basically. That's what happened. And it's very disrespectful. Yeah, you watched it. You get what I'm saying. But I found it very interesting the bit where they said that Fianna Fáil, well, we all know the political parties would chastise you if you said the wrong thing. That's why I never joined the political party. But because at least as an independent, they can say nobody can really tell you off. SIP2 can tell you off a bit. But at the end of the day, the only people who could tell you off is the public. To be totally honest, if you're an independent and they don't agree with just the public, really, in the media. Not so much higher ups in the parties and stuff like that. So I talked about this on the BitChute. I'm sure maybe Aaron only seen it. I was going to call it BitChute only. It's a new website. So Sinn Féin, Sinn Féin, I'm sure you heard, it's flip-flopped on the hate speech, but they voted forward. Now they're saying, "Oh, we didn't want it. We don't want it. We should abolish it," because they looked in the mirror and seen that people are not very happy with them on the hate speech bill on many issues. I suppose just see, like Sinn Féin's nowhere to be found. Then nowhere to be found on immigration and stuff. They're nowhere to be found. So that's basically Sinn Féin. But basically, it's very interesting what they're saying. They want to give undocumented migrants special protection. So people who come into the state illegally, they want to give them probably citizenship or something like that. God only knows what they want to do. But as I said in the BitChute video, if you come into the state illegally without any documentation or coming in on false pretenses, the only solution is to deport you if you're found. I suppose that there's no other solution. That's the beginning and end of it, because the law states in no uncertain terms. It's the same if you murdered somebody. The only instant that you could say murdered somebody in self-defense, if the person was coming at you with a knife and you I don't know, tripped them and they fell out or something, and you're done it in self-defense. That's the only justification. And I hate to use the word justification, but the only how would you put it? But you get what I'm saying. That's the only justification. But in terms of if you come into the state illegally, now it's different story if you get trafficked into the state and stuff like that. But in general, if somebody just comes into the state to work and stuff illegally, the only solution is to deport you. Suppose that. There's no other answer to it. Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It seemed to be a very good setup, to be totally honest. But you get what I'm saying. I'm just on time really now. But there we go. Also, yeah, what was going to Sean here at the moment. He probably is still here. An hour and only two. Do you remember the money that you donated towards the the cargo bike? I couldn't think that for a second. Is there any way you can ask for a refund and stuff like that from your end? I was trying to send you the money back there yesterday because I probably will raise the money myself in terms of. So is there any way I can send it back to you, or any way that you can request a refund or something like that? I don't know if there's any way of doing that. Because I could just send you the money back, and or like PayPal is the money back basically. Because I can't find this a way just to refund you from the website. If that makes any sense. I don't know if there's a solution to do that. Because the reason why too, because the local authority here at the moment have it in Dublin City Council, but the Cavan County Council are talking about. Well, it's probably going to be another year before they bring it in. But they're talking about giving grants for cargo bikes for community groups and stuff like that. So I probably would just wait for that and I pay 50% and maybe the local authority pay 50%. We see how it goes. when that comes, but it's going to be probably another while yet. So, but I want to give you back the money for it, I suppose, if that makes any sense. But I don't know if there's a way of doing that. But let me see. Where am I now? Sorry, there's that much here. There's that much on my screen. I don't know where I am. Yeah, we probably should go there next. We go back. We go and see our friends in OT. How does that sound? I got refunded from GoFundMe. Oh no, but I'm like not that. Like I probably shouldn't have done the GoFundMe anyway from the start. But I don't know. I don't know why they would refund it. But sometimes people just like myself. I didn't really want to ask in the first place for the money. Even though it's not that it's not that much. But you know, if that makes any sense, like some people just want to give it back or they reach their quota and it's over for the e-bike. Yeah. You probably don't even remember. It must be 6 months ago. That's it. But I don't know, is there a way you can request a refund and I can send it back to you or something? Or I can just give you the money back, basically. Because as I said, the local authority probably will bring in a thing like that, a scheme kind of thing for cargo bikes specifically. But I don't know. There's probably a way you can just request it from me and I can send you the money back, basically. Because I've looked around GoFundMe to see is there a button just to send you the money back. Well, man, so I mixed myself up now. Yeah, so we go to this story. You probably don't remember it is that long ago. But yeah, look at this now. Typical government. The government has spent €500,000 on reported dirty. Like, and it's going to go up. Like, it's not going to be just $500,000. It's probably going to be at 2 or 3 million. The only reason this report, you're probably asking what's this report about, just to see did OT do anything wrong or what's the conduct at all. So it's basically just a tribunal or a report. That's just a big money hole, basically. Wherever they spend that, how much, €500,000, wherever they spend it on pieces of paper, I don't know where the money's going to in this report. Like, let's put that way. Like, how hard is it just to get 2 or 3 people? Like, I know you have to pay them, but how else is it for them to go through records or through papers and stuff like that to find out information and stuff? Like, why do you have to spend almighty amounts of money on this? Like, I don't get it. But it's the same in this country. And the report will basically just tell you the things that you already know. The OT is not fit for purpose. It's fucking redundant. And everybody in OT needs to get the sack. And, Catherine Mountain needs to get the sack too. Everybody in the government needs to get the sack. That's what it's basically going to say. The things that you already know. It makes no sense. Like it's beyond stupid. It's beyond stupid. What is this here? Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, sorry. That didn't even show up there. Sorry. You remind me. Only West of my cat. Oh no, but I don't want the West of my cat. Well, technically, it was just lying there. Didn't take it out around there, so it's just lying there. But I want to give it back to you. To be totally honest, because I would have no need when the scheme does come in. Maybe another year, and by the time they bring it in and stuff like that. But I'd rather just wait, like the state to pay €50 in a scheme towards, and I pay the rest. Like not €50, but pay 50% of it, and I pay 50%, which I'd be happy enough with. Because I did have a good bit of money, like myself, put aside for it. So, bike in the meantime. No, well, I don't need that like in the moment, but you get what I'm saying. Go on. Yeah, he needs a new BMX. We had to get him and mine a bike. Yeah, we had to buy him a bike. That's who we should be buying a bike because he hasn't got a bike. But no, is that okay? So if you can look into it later on to see, and if not, then I can just send you whatever you donated back through PayPal or whatever. If that makes sense. But I presume there's a way, like when you donate, I donated to a few GoFundMe's in my time, but I can't remember. I never went up for WeFund and stuff. It stabilizes. It stabilizes FM and wine, of course. But there probably is a way you can just press a button and says, "Oh, you can ask the owner for a refund and stuff like that," and then I'll be able to send it back to you. So yeah, but you can look into it later on. Let me know anyway. But the money's still there, and I give whatever is. I know what is donated, but I give it back. So don't worry about that. What was I going to say? But yeah, I keep you updated when the local authority scheme does come up. It'll definitely be next year by the time, but I can wait anyway next year. Father Ted moment, yeah, Father Ted moment. No, not quite literally. Because the money you never find the money again. Also, Peggy. As you can see, it's not too bustling for the true Finns and stuff in Finland. So Santa is coming back, boys. Like the SDLP, I don't even know his name, but basically, they are the party in Finland now at the moment. The Santa's party. As you can see, here's the Conservative Party. As you can see, it's just dead. And then obviously the true Finns are just obliterated. Like the true Finns are nowhere to be found. Basically, the government in Finland at the moment are basically fucked because they have no support really at all now. So there you go. Santa will be coming back probably in the next election. Oh, pretty based. If I may say so myself. But yeah, true Finns are just fucked. It's not going well for them. The money was just wasting my account before I moved it on. Don't know. I don't think notifications went out and stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, we probably should talk about this also. I've done a video on YouTube. My video, I think I have only seen it because you commented on it. Yeah, I don't think YouTube notifications went out. But see, the problem with YouTube nowadays too, it's a shame the BitChute doesn't allow you to live stream. But the problem is that I've been shadow banned to Timbuktu at this stage. For whatever I said that really pissed somebody off or pissed anything, I really pissed somebody off somewhere. Because the channel, like the views and stuff, are just dead. Like it's gone. It's Joe. I'm just kind of here now. I'm just Kevin Fiven. Whatever I said really annoying somebody on YouTube. We'll put that way. So there you go. But yeah, so you've seen this now. I was talking about 3 hours to wait for an ambulance. A life-threatening emergency. So it was life-threatening emergency talk. Which is this now? Piggy. Look at these times. Like, you literally be dead if you're waiting that long. 212 emergency call-outs for the ambulance, across Cavan and Monaghan, instead of 1 hour, just to say. And as I said in the video, anybody that calls out an ambulance is serious enough. You don't call out an ambulance for no reason. Let's put it that way. Like the HSC's target for an ambulance should be within 19 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah. In 7 like this is just a joke, and especially like in Carlo, like like in Scotland, and this is not the whole figures. Just to say, this is not even half the figures. It's crazy. Did you email me today? Because I didn't get any emails. I don't think so. I can look now, but I don't think I did. I wouldn't have noticed if I did. But yeah, they're cool. Because I don't know where they have like the billions and billions, like not even a million, it's billions of euro goes towards the HSE. And wherever the fuck it goes to, who knows? I don't think I did. I don't think I got it, if you know. I might have said it to somebody else. I don't think so, because I would see it here now. It'd definitely be here. Yeah, like it literally is. Like imagine fucking 4 hours. Like you're after, as I said in the video, you cut your leg off at work in a work accident. And you expected when there's blood literally pouring, you could bleed to death. That you're expected to wait 4 hours, please, for an ambulance, or 3 hours for an ambulance. Like again, as I said in the video, I understand ambulances can't fly. It takes time for them to get there and stuff like that. Like at the most, a half an hour to 20 minutes. No, that sounds long, but at most, that's what it should be. But waiting any longer is just kind of a joke. Like I understand if you just have a nissle in your like in your finger or something like that, like it's just a torn or something like that, and you call an ambulance. Understand it, but that's not the biggest emergency in the world. But if somebody's literally dying of a heart attack, and you say, "Oh, can you wait an hour?" When you literally are on the floor with a heart, like just dead or knocked unconscious or something like that, you can't. It's doing like not even that. If they do survive, they're going to have damage and stuff like that. Not even that they could die too. That's just straight up it. But yeah, no, I didn't get the email, Fiona, because it doesn't show for me anyway. It definitely is not here. So I can see. But yeah, no, I don't know where the money goes to for this. I don't know, to be totally honest. I generally don't know where all that money goes to. Billions and billions a year. But the funniest thing about this, like fucking third world countries probably have better house up than Ireland. Like in terms of an ambulance getting there quicker, that's the sad reality of it. I just said, yeah, probably pop up and take a second and to pop up. That many fucking emails I have. Probably take a second and the pop up. Yeah, but probably notify me anyway when it pops up. Yeah. So as I was saying about the SDLP, so the Social Democratic Party being the most popular party in Finland at the moment, why is everything just having a fit today? As I was saying, so there was supposed to be a strike on. So this is from Lai Anderson. On the same day, the trade unions movement was going to have a strike. The government announced that the strike would be spent in order to make negotiations possible. So basically, it goes back to the thing. No wonder the lacking support and stuff the true Finns in the government in Finland at the moment, because they want to ban people from protesting and striking, which sounds very 1930s. Let's put it that way. And this is very sus. Like they're literally washing through the legislation to try and restrict strikes and stuff like that, which is very 1930s. Let's put it that way. When you see that happen. Yeah, like Monaghan, it used to be open all the time. Now it's not. So people from Monaghan had to come down to Cavan and stuff like that. That's why you hear a lot of ambulances oftentimes in streams going down because they're going to Cavan. Because obviously Clonus is just up the road, Monaghan's just up the road. So they'll be coming from Clonus down to Cavan to bring you to the hospital. So, the majority of the time, if you're in Monaghan, you have a long journey to go in an ambulance to Cavan. Because there's no accident emergency or anything in Monaghan. It's just small services. Like, it's small scans and stuff like that. Not really anything. That's what's happening. I still didn't get your email, Fiona. It must have literally went down somehow. Because I don't see it here now. Yeah, with the blah, 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 blah. Yeah, please do. What I was going to say, yeah, like the Scottish hate speech bill, yeah, it's not going good for the Scottish leader because he's literally the most reported person for hate speech. When you bring in the hate, like I think there's a meme I'll show you, but when you bring in the hate speech bill and you're the most reported person, it tells you something that you need to know. But not even that. Everybody's calling it that, and it's pretty stupid. Especially because, in my opinion, he's the most racist person that he'd ever be doing, like committing hate speech. He's the fellow who probably should be, looking in the mirror, because it seems like he's committing the hate speech to our nation. It's like the person who brought it in that's committing it. Still didn't get it, but I don't know. Maybe it's taking time. Yeah. Yeah, like pretty much. Like that's pretty much what he's in. It actually is pretty true. What he literally is just saying. And I never heard such far right talk in my life. Piggy. I need to find things, yeah. So let me just show you this meme. I know the Irish government want to ban memes and stuff. Like in a few years' time, if they bring in this hate speech bill, the government could say this is far right memes. Oh, that's the wrong meme. Where the fuck am I? Oh yeah. So this is you create the hate speech bill. Like he is literally the most reported one. Like you create it online, track away, and then you find out you're the most reported person. It tells you something when you see that happen. I think YouTube's just broken today, too, just to say, because it literally says nobody's watching. So I think everything's just fucked. Like everything's just fucked. I think everything's acting a bit weird. So it seems anyway that everything's acting a bit weird. Yeah, everything's there. It seems to be acting weird enough. Yeah, I don't know. Might have glitched something, but I don't know. I glitched something anyway. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah, like people were reporting him more. To be totally honest, it's stupid in a way. Like define hate, I suppose. What's a woman, I suppose. Yeah, but we're not good at tonight. But yes, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, so this is so it's insane. So I went to Breffni College. This is school. So this is the old school here in Breffni College. Well, at the time when I was in going the first year, this was only being built. Now this is a new extension. This is the old difference between the old school. And at the time when they were building the school and stuff, there was 700 pupils in that small place over here, and now it's nearly 1,000, just to say so. And to the can people can't. I know it shouldn't be, but like the, local people can't get their children into school, like into these secondary schools, even though it's the biggest one in Cavan, Bethany College, and they're going to build a bigger extension up here, like up in the corner here. They're going to build a bigger extension, nearly 2 times the size of this one, the big new one, 2 times the size, just to say, and the Royal too. So what? Just to say, but like the more Bethany College, like everybody's just going to Bethany College. Like the Royal used to be a private school that you paid. Oh God Almighty! It used to be something like I think 6 or 7 thousand a year for one student to go to the Royal. Like it was a private school. Now it's a public school because not many people were going to because it was that dear that nobody went to it. So as I say, people have to travel for them. Because Bethany College is in a decent place, like it's in the town, but it's technically not in the town, so it's close enough to many places. But there's not enough spaces. But see, the issue here too, and this is not what wasn't said about. We brought in too many people. Like there's so many Ukrainians there, and there's just not enough. There was not enough place for people in the beginning because there's a lot of people. Like, but taking in loads of people from Timbuktu and here, there, and everywhere, and putting them into an area does have an effect. You don't have the resources to manage everything. There's not unlimited places. Yeah, like there's not unlimited places. Like there's a huge amount of Ukrainians put into it, like young Ukrainian children and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter here, I don't have a problem with them. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is, it's already big. It was a big enough school with 1,000 people when I was going. There was 1,000 children there. Like not even, more from the town and stuff like that, and from other areas. But then you add in loads of people from Timbuktu and stuff like that, and you have a lot of people there. Yeah, but he's the biggest supporter person, so he might be locked up for the hate speech. More people reporting him than anything. But I don't know what was it about. I suppose like was it something that like Google won't like? Because did you scan the emails and stuff like that? Because how I know that because one time somebody was sending me something about like it was something the government wouldn't want you to see. Let's put that way. Something to do with the Feds forces. And they didn't. It was scanned, and it said it was. I don't know. It wouldn't send it regardless of what it was. It was some kind of report into the defense forces, but graffiti. Well, I hope it wasn't too. It might. Well, anyway, it'll probably come true at some stage, but give it a while. If it doesn't come true, then that's Mary Lynn McDonald wouldn't like that now, Sean. What did she say? She replied to some post on Twitter that time that said that, like on the wall in Belfast. What was it? I can't even think of it. I remember she replied to something saying that, and she said something terrible about it. Like imagine Paul Pierce said that, and all far right extremists, modern day. Oh, it's dangerous talk when you say that. And imagine 100 years, well, more, yeah, we're over 100 years ago. Paul Pierce said that. Lovely. The far cry shouldn't be then and it's just stating a fact in the way. It's the same as Nigeria belongs to the Nigerian people. It's the same as Turkey belongs to the Turkish people. It's the same. They belong to the people of the nation. It's just a fact, to be totally honest. It's not far right or extremist. It is literally just a fact, and I hate to say it, but this is just a fact. And it shouldn't have to, what did she say? Fire, was it? I think it was, yeah, fire, I think. Yeah, like, yeah, she was up in arms. Yeah, I think she might have said fire. I can't remember. I remember seeing it, but I can't remember exactly what she said. I don't recall, but I do remember saying it, and she said something like that. It was a while ago now. It must be before Tracty, but I do remember Mary McDonald replying to a comment. It was like it wasn't like she made a post. It was replying to a comment. I can't specifically remember for the life of me now. I probably did, but I think it was fire. I can't really remember. I think it was. I don't recall now, to be honest. I do remember like, it happened, but I can't remember exactly. But she said it was one word and it wasn't a big long sentence. So it was something to that degree. But I don't know what's wrong with YouTube today too. It's having a fit. Um, so I'm sure people have heard too what happened in Helsinki. I fucking hate these ads. Get rid of this thing. It got rid of itself. Fuck you, game. I don't know what's wrong with this fucking day. Everything seems to be having a fit. So a lot of homes too without power, but it wasn't that bad in Cavan. But I suppose along the coast too, it would be worse, I suppose. So yeah, so a 12-year-old boy went into school in Finland, just they were outside Helsinki, and shot three people. And one boy died because of his injuries. Um, so apparently he was being bullied by these people that he shot. So obviously Finland does have a history, but doesn't really have one incident. I suppose one school shooting back in the area, 2008, 2007, somewhere along there. There was I suppose an extremist young lad that was. I don't even know what he was brainwashed. I suppose he was deluded. I don't know. He's just mentally unwell. That fellow that done it. Back in 2007, he killed 7 people and stuff. Was it okay? I knew it was something to that degree. But obviously, it's very unusual for something like that to happen in Finland, even though they have nearly more guns than people in America, because obviously hunting and wildlife and stuff like that. But it's still, I find it difficult. Like I was bullied at some points at school. I know get the violin and stuff. But I still wouldn't go and shoot them. That's what I. Fire, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it was fire. Yeah, that must have been it. Yeah, because I do recall. So I thought it was before 2020, but it was. Um, but yeah, I do recall seeing that. Um, but yeah, no, it's a very shocking thing to see in a school, in primary school. Also, the Fine Gael Ardesh is on today. Um, Sorry about this. Give me a second. So we briefly talked about the Fine Gael Ardesh, even though the irrelevant nowadays Fine Gael. I probably should turn on the light because it is getting dark to believe. There's not much light here at the moment. Yeah, no bother, no bother. Hmm. We need more of this. We need more of that. Yeah, had a huge plan. I know. I seen documentaries about it. Yeah, but he was clearly. I don't know. He was mentally very mentally disturbed. Um, he was generally very mentally disturbed. That fellow. Um, but yeah, it's how the thing why that fellow will go in with a gun and shoot a student, like even though they were allegedly bullying them and stuff like that. Still an awful thing to do. Um, so I heard a bit of Simon Howard's speech. I was listening to it here when I went down to make tea. I heard a bit of it just to hear what he had. As the Fine Gael today. So he's saying to people what I heard particularly, and he's delusional if he thinks people will do this to be done this. The majority, if people are going to vote Fine Gael, the election, they're delusional. In the European election and the European local authority election, delusional. And he said for them to put their trust in Fine Gael, Fine Gael and trust doesn't go together. And look at this. How has told young people, I want you to know your future is here in Ireland. Really? I could write the book and the amount of things that's happening with young people, and nothing's been done to help them. To fix housing, we're going to fix the EU. We never done it since we got they're in government since fucking God only knows the 2000s. Since being the four bankrupt of the country, they were in government since, and they're still never fixed. And they're saying, "Oh, we could fix them in a year." Like the delusional, like they are just generally delusional. And I love the way they're just kind of like saying about Israel and stuff like that. Even though what they're doing is repulsive, what they're doing is way. And we'll go into the Daily Wire stuff later on too. But at the end of the day, Benjamin Netanyahu and the Israeli government will not care what the Irish government think. They're not going to listen. The only people they're going to listen to is the United States of America. If they say in the morning, we're not going to give you any more guns and money and stuff like that, we're not going to do it. That's the only way to really stop it. We don't answer. Like obviously, like Sinn Féin, he's right in saying the Sinn Féin's the party U-turns because they just changed the policy in a whim. And I found this interesting, like law and order. Fine Gael is the party of law and order. Really? You don't say, because crime has gone through the roof. And they're in government. Like this is the thing. Fine Gael are in government. They've been in government for the last year. Why are they all of a sudden like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do the other? Should they have not done this from the beginning? With the tax cut, like it's all well and saying this. Like they're delusional. Like this statement here is delusional. Fine Gael will build 250,000 homes in the next 5 years. Also, look at go. You're insane. Like you're delusional. Like you're generally just delusional. Like how are you going to get the people? Like I know even in Cavan, we haven't built that many homes because we can't get the people to build the homes for us because they're off in other countries because they're not making enough here. Like he's just delusional. Like he's generally delusional. Like it's the same with Holly Collins. How are you going to build the houses? Like they never asked the question, how are you going to do it? How are you going to build them? Never that question was never asked. But yeah, they go on talking fucking bullshit. Yeah, energy and it's positive. Like Hildegard Nocton's a bit delusional too. Because there's new energy enthusiasm. Like everybody wants to get rid of you. that's the enthusiastic of the public. They want to get rid of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael. They want to abolish them into the next fucking decade. Like you literally see the amount of people in Fine Gael that's jumping ship at the moment. If that's positive mood, I don't know what is. And the amount of them that's fearing for those seats and stuff like that. And here's Helen McAtee, who should like, let's be fair, the first thing Simon Howard should do if he's going to be anyway decent is give her the kick, get rid of the hate speech bill, and then maybe we can talk. Sign me up to OTE. Fuck you, OTE. Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you. Yeah, but yeah, no, he's just delusional. Like 250,000, he's delusional. Like he's generally just delusional. The party for young people, like I see them doing fuck all of anybody in this county. And the next year we're going to do all this. We should have done it before, but we're going to do it now in the next year. It's bullshit. It's total bullshit. Because Fianna Gael has said time and time again, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do the same with Fianna Fáil, we're going to do that, we're going to do the other, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, but nothing was ever fucking done at all. So they're delusional. Like, they generally are just delusional. Who's Fianna? What Fianna? What? His Fianna went off? Who? Deputy Stag, you mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's most about. Oh, you're talking about Deputy Stag. I don't know what happened. But he was an elderly man. He was about 80, Deputy Stag, when it must be. Like, it was mentioned, I heard it on some radio show, I can't remember. But it was on Northern Sound, like local radio station. Yeah, it was in the Irish Times too. That might be your email now, Yeah, he was. He was actually 79. It was not too long, so he was an elderly man. Yeah, he did. Is this news to you? I don't think so. Maybe it was, but I don't think so. I say he was just he was in his 80s, so he was he was an elderly man, I suppose. But he could have. Well, I never heard why he died. Yes, I know he died in March. I remember hearing, but I even mentioned on the stream. He died. Like, he's mainly remembered for "fuck you, Deputy Stag, fuck you, Deputy Gordy." That's most unparliamentary language. I apologise in this, but somebody has to do something to help this country get out of this mess. Yeah. Like, it was a very common, like, it's the most, like, what do you call it? Memorable moment in the brawl. Yeah, you talk about the remake he done, yeah. Sean. Talk more bullshit. Where's John Rogers? Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about the Social Democrats. You're not allowed to mention that. You're not allowed to mention it. They don't. They never want to talk about that again. They never will talk about it. Like, there's no Social Democrats in Cavan. They don't exist. There's a Labour candidate going for the election, but at most 500 or so votes. Like, Labour Party have no say really in Cavan. They did back in the day. Nobody wants them anymore. No offense to the fellow in Cavan. Oh, was that? Yeah, I meant to check to see if it was that Fiona's email. Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay, two of them came in, Fiona. Then. Imagine that all of them came in. There must be just local or yeah. Well, the council should like clean it up a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen weirdo fucking stuff. The chairperson. Yeah, what is a woman? And that's just going to freeze them all altogether. They won't be able to that. That'd be it, and then they'd be gone like the wind. Nobody is called here yet, but they know where. The majority of the politicians who are there as councillors will know where I am. Not that I would go and record them and stuff, but obviously I would ask them very tough questions. They know that. Because I've asked a few of them to come on and they wouldn't come on here. So, how do that? They want to go and debate me on the doorstep. They don't want to debate me in general. Like they would have dreaded me winning the local town election. So, they won't come near me. That's one thing for sure. Like the Labour power would just want to, like he ran away from me before. Where in the name of God am I? The chairpersons immediately be absent. Particularly. Yeah, I seen that. Like it's an awful amount of money, but it's all about the money, as I said in the community post. It literally is all about the money, not about helping people. It's about all about the money. It should be made in it. That's what they're taking advantage of. But I'm sure people have seen about the Daily Wire and Candace Owens and stuff like that. So basically, the reason why Candace Owens was really fired from the Daily Wire because she said stuff about Israel that you're not allowed to say in the mainstream media or in public and stuff about Israel and the United States, of course. Well, I probably shouldn't. I'm not really that allowed to say too much on YouTube about this, but this is the thing. Like Ben Shapiro basically says Israel cannot be questioned in any regard. That always cannot be questioned. Basically questionable. You can't question Israel, which you can. You should be able to question every country in the world. I suppose that, and especially what they're doing in Israel at the moment. It is borderline war. Like it is war crimes. It's not borderline. It is war crimes. What's happening, especially the killing of the care war, like the humanitarian workers. It is war crimes, and it's simple as that. There's no way of looking around it. And it's just my opinion, not my opinion, but it is fact. It is my opinion and fact that it is what's happening. And the reason too why Candace Owens was fired from the Daily Wire was said because she said Christ is king, and obviously they take that as offensive and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it is only the truth. Christ is king and stuff like that. It's true. You know. But no, I just want to briefly talk about that because it is. We see what they're talking about doing, a debate. Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens. It should be interesting, but Ben Shapiro won't do it. It's simple as that. He won't do it. He wouldn't do it. But at the end of the day, the thing I say too about what's happening in Israel at the moment in Palestine is for so long they've been going on, oh, we have a ceasefire, and we're still going on around in this wing, and it still hasn't happened yet, a ceasefire. But at the end of the day, as I said before, and it is what's happening is atrocious. What's happening in Palestine to innocent women and children. And we shouldn't really stand for what's happened, what Israeli government's doing, even though Hamas, what they did obviously was wrong at the beginning of this. But what Israel is doing, it doesn't give them the right to go and start killing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. It doesn't give them the right to do that. And to kill particularly women and children and stuff. It's not right. And regardless of what Ireland says, and regardless of how strong we are and stuff like that, they won't listen to Ireland. It's the United States of America that needs to say enough is enough. We're not going to give you any more money. So hopefully, I don't think Joe Biden's that. He's very weak in that regard. He just whatever Israel says, he do. So if Donald Trump gets in, it'd be probably a different kettle of fish. But again, America's supplying the bombs. As what I think it was, I know I'm agreeing with people before profit for once, but uh, Mick Bowie, the people before profit TD, he said America's supplying the bombs, which is true. The United States of America is literally funding it. It's true. When you stop the bombs, you stop the war, and that's it. And it's not far right extremists under that. Like it is the truth. If the United States doesn't give them weapons and bombs and stuff, that'll put a stop to it. Yeah, like the idea was just insanity. They're just delusion. But at the end of the day, like it is true. At the end of the day, she's only giving her opinion, saying Christ is King and stuff like that. You know. Yeah, obviously, but it does come to a point. Usually, I don't talk about international things and stuff like that, but it does come to a point where you do have to say something when literally mass slaughter has been committed. You do have to say something. Yeah, like you can draw parallels with. That's why they say Ireland's the most pro-Palestine country in the world. But we can, like, you see what's happened there. Technically, what's happened now, it's a famine, basically. Um, and we understand, obviously, being in the famine. We understand being oppressed, being shut up and stuff, obviously, from our history and stuff like that. And like, Irish people get it, that's what I'm trying to say. But at the end of the day, there's nothing Ireland can really do. As I say, it's the only place they're going to listen to is the United States of America. But I just wanted to say that because Simon Howes wouldn't care less what Simon Howes thinks of them in his way. But I always find it funny how Ben Shapiro, particularly, can always find some way of bringing Israel. Even if you're talking about the weather, he say Israel, something about Israel. Like every 10 seconds is Israel. And the same when the aid workers were hit by that, I think it was a drone or a missile from the Israeli Defense Forces. Even though they say it was a mistake and stuff like that, obviously things can happen in war. But at the end of the day, they were targeted. They were hit by an Israeli missile from the Israeli Defense Forces. Yeah, Ben Shapiro, that's why nobody really cares what Ben Shapiro really says. Because he's just literally defending what's happening, and it's not right. But as I say, my opinion on it is that there should be peace and there should be stability. And obviously, the only way it can work is a two-state solution. Israel and Palestine existing and stuff. And that's basically the only way it can work, to be totally honest. But as I say, that's just me. But at the end of the day, Ireland has no role to play in this because it's way out of our jurisdiction to comment on, I suppose. Hello, Greenface. How are you doing? But very like just trying to see his anything else now. I meant to say. A new energy, a very, very warm reception for Simon Harris at the Fine Gael Ardèche. I'm sure it was. It seems like the Titanic. Like the Italians. So Simon Coveney seems to be very upset with Fine Gael, I know. So we know he's resigning as a minister. Yeah, it's a bit pissy today. It was like it was sun for a while and then it started raining and sun and piss. It's just kind of spring showers is what we call it. And it was windy a bit, yeah, but not to the extent, the way they were going on, you think it was the end of the world, OT and the weather forecast. You think they were going to the storm, the end of the days were coming the way they were going on. But that's the way they're going on. But anyway, Simon Coveney, Simon Howard, Stephen Coveney, same people. They're just the same person. They're the same people. But I think Simon Coveney is very upset that he didn't get the top job in Fine Gael. He didn't get the Taoiseach. So he's throwing a hissy fit at the moment, I think. So he probably wrote one in the next election. We have to see in the summertime, but I presume he wrote one, and that he's going to run away and go and join the World Economic Forum or something like that, or the Tony Blair Institute, of course. So I presume that's what's going to happen with Simon Coveney. Bilderberg, the Bilderberg group too, of course. He has many options, he has a lot of options on the table. He's in with a lot. He can even get into RT. His brother's in RT, so he can join his brother in RT, What did... I can't remember. I was going to say something, but I can't remember. I was going to say something, but I can't remember the quote exactly, but sure. I wish I had a better brain. Sorry, I'm just looking at Twitter here. Yeah, but everybody seems to forget that Simon Harris was Minister for Health and he was abysmal. And not even that. It wasn't the 15th count. He got elected in his own constituency, his own people of his own constituency don't like him. And that's how he would same with Leo that he got in the 5th count, but it's a bit better than Simon Harris. Well, it's better than Stephen Donnelly. I suppose Stephen Donnelly was just abysmal. But anyway, Simon Coveney will be there anyway until the election comes in. Where was the poll that I done last night? I think a lot of people said that the government will last until the next election, which they're going to drag it out. They could have called an election. This is the thing. They could have called an election today. They could have called an election when Leo stepped down. They could have said, yeah, we call an election, but they didn't because they know they're not going to get in. So they're going to try and drag it out as long as humanly possible. So. What is anything else now? Let me see. So the election posters are already up. Even though it's not time yet, like we're 2 months off and they already have fucking election posters up. So what am I trying to say? I will make a video talking about this, but I do think people shouldn't put up election posters. I think it is old-fashioned, and not even that. I said it before. Literally every day, well, not every day of the week, but just there's still ones littered in shocks and in fields and probably in rivers and lakes that fall off of lampposts and stuff like that and end up in the ditch. And not even that. It's all right having maybe 1 or 2 in a town for one candidate, but they don't have to fucking plaster every pole in the fucking country with them. So I presume this is, I don't know where I said, up in Galway, yeah. I'll show you now. Yeah, there was supposed to be some protest or something today. Somebody was telling me it was cancelled last minute or something. Like there's that many protests happening nowadays. Like I get confused on what's happening. Yeah, but according to them, like according to this post, yeah, like according to this seems to be like Maria Walsh is there, and you wouldn't like I've seen them before. So according to this, it does seem to be. I'm only going by this Twitter post, but it does seem to be. It does seem to be true. Because these people are running for the elections. So I presume that's the I'm going on the presumption. Um, yeah, that's where I'm going the presumption. Like I haven't seen any yet, but I'm just going by this Twitter user here. Actually, no. Give me a sec. Wonder if they're gonna who quick to find me. Oh yeah, Luke McFlanagan's saying about it. Yeah, even though I have no time from now. Yeah, he's saying it. So yeah, I got sent to prison for. I don't think he did, but yeah, like he's saying there should be fine for it because you're probably right. There probably is. I don't know specifically. See, if I was running for the local authority, I said it before that I would have no posters and stuff like that. It wouldn't be that thing because I've seen it before. They just end up in the dump and stuff like that. So not only is it a waste of money and stuff, it's bad for the I know the environment and stuff like that. But the Green Party fucking tatter them everywhere. But it's not even that; they just end up in the ditch. Like this poster here. Like the only cable ties. That's all that's tying them here. Like if a big gust of wind comes or something hits off against them, a board or something tricks at it, they just go flying off. There's nothing really too like it's going to just go flying off if somebody even cuts one of them. Like it's just only cable ties. That's all that's keeping them going. You know, like they just go flying off into the ditch. Off they go. Um, the party of law and order. I'm sure you are. They're just delusional. So yeah, an opinion poll just came out today to do. Opinions, yeah. But I don't think they should have it up this early. It's still a long way off yet. So this coming from the Sunday Independent. So the poll states Sinn Féin's at 26% down one. Fine Gael's at 21% down one. Fianna Fáil's at 16% down one. Social Democrats about 6%. Aon is at 4%. The Green Party at 4%. Like, the Green Party, they're just delusional, whoever's supporting them. The Labour Party's just dead. It's 3%. People before profits are 2%. Like the independents are bussing at the moment, and other parties are bussing. They are 18% plus 3. Like they've gone up by 3%. So, there's 75 viewers, 76 now. Sorry, excuse me. Tradition in Dublin Airport to bless the jets, like Aer Lingus jets and other jets, like to bless them with holy water and stuff like that. So the obviously in Ireland nowadays we don't like that. It's the same with ships and stuff. It used to be christened and blessed and stuff like that. Even how like the house here. When we first moved in, we got a blessed and stuff. It's kind of an old Irish tradition. You get a blessed and stuff. Um, but obviously in woke Ireland nowadays we can't have that. We're not allowed to do that. Um, we can't do that. It's not allowed. So they want to get rid of it out on the lane. They want to get rid of it and put a mosque or something up. Yeah, they moved them from the hospitals and schools. Yeah, I know. They just want to get rid of it all out. Get it all out. That's it. But no, they should keep that tradition anyway. Yeah, like what harm does it do? Like what harm does it do? Climate action. Yeah, well, Fine Gael is going to be fucked. The farmers are not going to support them. Like, who's going to support Fine Gael? Like the Farmers' Party years ago, Fine Gael was. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like a safety issue. What safety issue? Like unless they get one over by something, like it's not fucking the firing line or something like. It's not a military firing line. You know the way they train with guns, the army and stuff. They do firing tests and stuff. It's not like that. Like they're standing out in the middle of that or something like that. You know, like nothing ever happened. I'm sure in that 75 years that nobody ever got behind a cross or something doing it. Like it's only two priests and maybe a security guard bringing them around. What's gonna like that they're going to be killed doing? Like it's stupid. That's just bullshit. So I wouldn't pass much marks on that. Like it's just an excuse. That's what it is. It's 75 years on the go. They should just let it be. Like what harm is one? It's a few minutes, an hour maybe at most on beginning of New Year's. Like what difference does it make really? But sure, look, we can't allow that now in modern Ireland. It's not inclusive enough, apparently. Also, yeah, we will soon start playing. We might play a bit tonight. A Firewatch. It's a game, too, just to say. So yeah, I done a poll there 17 hours ago. This it. How long do you think Simon Harris will last in the job? So 14% out of how many votes? 7 votes. 14% 1 week said. So you only last 1 week. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, maybe be funny. He'd be gone quicker than Liz Truss. And 14% 2 months. 14% 5 months. And the West said 57% said to the next election, which I do think is the next election. Very, I don't know. Oh my God, what am I? Mine good. Also, there's very loud duets apparently in. Would you like to be a TD in the doll? For dogs. Danny. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Basically, who fears the speak of Easter week? Well, you know, let's say so. Yeah, we have two-legged wats in government buildings. It's unfortunate. Um, Major wat Preston. Like the jokes, I think Michael keeps said it best on Twitter. The jokes really wipe themselves. They really do. Like the wats are attracted to wats. Like there was no saying wats are attracted to wats. Um, the Pamela and Taoiseach, yeah. And I think even the doll had wat infestation. So the wats are going to the wats. It's like the jokes wipe themselves. Really, they do. So they generally do wipe themselves. These jokes. COVID loves the party. COVID loves the party. It does. Du, 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 du. Yeah, it's all about the win. Yeah, I think Sean's still here. He mentioned it earlier on this. I put it up in the community, but just briefly actually talk about him here. I put it up. So yeah, this account's very good now on YouTube. City West Hotel in Dublin. Sean just mentioned that about 53 million, 0.6 too. So basically, you could say 54 million. Maybe there's other, they'll probably get other allowances too for this. But basically, why would the hotel go and operate as an only hotel, for tourists and stuff like that, when they could make, like, this is a killing, probably only for 1 year, like for 2023. So every year, maybe they're getting this, maybe 60 million. Why in the name of fuck would you be like, oh, we want to take tourists and maybe only make maybe 10 million? Why would you do that? When you can make an extra 40 million for doing it. Like, it's ridiculous. And this is not even just in one hotel. It's multiple hotels around this country that are awakening the money. And it's not all about, we want to provide shelter for people fleeing war and oppression, etc., etc. It's just all about the money. That's really it. So I talked about this too with the other that kind of video on BitChute. So an elderly couple got a letter from the council. This is in England, saying that they're going to compulsorily buy the house for refugees and stuff in England. And then there was a discussion, I suppose, in the mainstream media in England about elderly people. It was mentioned here on Ireland AM the other morning. About too many elderly people living on their own with too big of a house, with 3 or 4 bedrooms in their house. And, they're old people. They're going to die. They should just die sooner, so we can give their houses to other people that just torn up out of the blue. Basically, that's what the government of the UK are saying. It'll probably be the same here in this country because that's basically what they want to do. Like, these are elderly people. They're basically just saying they won't die. Like, they won't die quick enough. That's basically what the government is saying. So we want to take their house and give it to people who come from Timbuktu. And that's what's going to happen here because basically that's what they would do. Because that's what the government take too many elderly people in this country. Yeah, exactly. They give it from people coming from Timbuktu, exactly. But I don't know. They won't do it here yet because I think they would have done it because they didn't. At the time, they were saying they could bring in emergency powers to to put people into people's houses if they needed to back a while ago. But obviously, that's not going to happen anytime yet before the next election because they kind of know people are very whiz up about it. They've seen what happened in the Dublin riots and stuff like that. They know people are not in the mood to be pissed off too much. So and rightly so, people are not very happy about it. So they're not going to do anything yet in this country yet. In England, they probably will, but they are actively doing it, as you see in this case. They're actively doing it. And they actively, and the worst thing about it in Ireland at the moment, that the media are actually as I said in my video on BitChute, the media and government work hand in hand. The government tells the media what to say and how to put it and stuff to get the discussion going, to try and get it into the public mindset, so they can be like, oh, the people want it, artificially inflate the issue to try and bring it forward, and that's what it's really all about. Because I know the public won't be really up too much for it. I don't see anybody really jumping up and down here saying about, oh, let's take away. And as the person said, and that really effectively ends if the government can take your house and say, oh, it's for the common good. That basically ends property rights. But we economic forms thing by 2030 is you own nothing and be happy. So yeah, this is on about is Dublin. So obviously Dublin is not the cleanest. Obviously around the whole country it's not the cleanest too in terms of rubbish and just waste and stuff like that. And the only solution is, and I said this before, and the council unions are threatened strike over it, because there's less councilmen. Say, for example, I'm a councilman, like I am a councilman, but I'm on the road. Right, years ago, for every one councilman like myself, there would nearly be 20 men. Basically, for every one man, there'd be nearly 20 men. So basically, I know this sounds ridiculous, but for every councilman that's here at the moment, they have to do the work of 20 men. I know before anybody says one councilman doing the work of 20 men, it's unacceptable. They work too hard as it is. They shouldn't have to do the work of 20 men. It's hard. But it is the truth. There was more men years ago, like in this area in Cavan, October, the municipal authority years ago. They probably would have been at most, nearly 150 men just doing work for the council on the roads and things like that, and cleaning up and sweeping up. There would have been a town council in the town. Which about the town council in the town only has 2 men now at the moment that's in the town, designated to be in the town. Years ago, in Cavan town, there would have been nearly probably 30 men designated to clean up around the town and stuff. And that's a lot compared to 2 now. And when they go, nobody's going to replace them. That's as simple as that. They're not going to be replaced. So basically it'd be up to the tidy town groups to do it themselves. So whatever, sometimes they send in the councilmen like myself and other people to do it. But again, that's just the thing. They won't replace the people. They won't replace the men when they retire and etc. etc. No, I don't want to be the president. I'm fine. Like you can do fuck all as the person. You just kind of just sit there and do nothing. You can basically say fuck all basically too. I wouldn't accept that because I'd just be too much bullshit. But that's what's happening, and the only way to really solve it, like you can't ask voluntary groups and stuff like that, and community schemes and stuff, to go out and do the work for the council. Because at the end of the day, the council is a well-paid job. It is a good career. People do get a good salary in it, and it's good conditions and stuff like that. And obviously, we should do that because this is good. It's good for people, particularly young people starting off in life. It's a good career. Like it is good money, even though you don't have to do much, of course. But it's a good salary for people, and it's a good security, and you get a good pension after it. But asking voluntary groups and people to go out and do it for voluntary. Now, it's important, obviously, communities help out the local authority and stuff like that. Every once in a while, every few months, do a little pick or whatever, clean up for a few hours. I'm not saying they should do it every day of the week because they shouldn't have to. People have lives. They pay the reason why they pay their taxes to the local authority. They expect good services and stuff like that. And Dublin City Council, no council should say to people, "Oh, go out and do it yourself." If somebody wishes to give up maybe an hour or 2 a week to clean up their area, that's very good of them to do it. Because there are better things to do in life than do the work for the council, and that's basically it. And the only way to really solve it is obviously to encourage people to put things into the bin, of course, and heavy fines, etc., etc. But the only really reason to do it, because at the end of the day, is you need more men. You need more manpower. And it's the same in Dublin City Council. When one man retires now, they probably won't replace them. It's the same in Cavan. There was 2 people that retired from the council, and their jobs won't be replaced. They're not being replaced. So there'll be less men now. There's 2 less men in the county than there was a few weeks ago. And the people that are there at the moment have to do the work for 2 extra men because they're gone. If that makes any sense. 10 weeks ago. Oh no, don't go that far now. But you get what I'm saying. Like that's what's happening. And that's why you see it consistently around for tidy towns groups and voluntary groups. Every local town in this country would not be able to function because there's just not enough manpower. Like any local town in the country, they don't replace the men when they retire and stuff like that. And that's not acceptable. Like years ago, as I say, in Cavan alone, there probably would have been 400 people walking in the council, like on the streets, not even in offices and stuff, on the streets, cleaning up on the roads, stuff like that in Cavan. Like it was a good, and it was good quality wage back years ago. Uh, it was a good career. Like even now, it's a good career because it's a state job and stuff. Um, but nowadays, take for example, for 400, there's maybe only about less than 100 walking on the roads, like cleaning up and doing tarmacking on the roads. There's only less than 100, probably only maybe 60 at most, in the whole county, Cavan, just to say, to walk on the roads. And County Cavan is a big county. It's not like a small county like Leitrim or anything like that. But you get what I'm saying. Compared to years ago, it was 400, you know, and there was less money years ago too, and they were able to do it. But the simple fact is that they don't want to pay people to do it. Like they generally don't want to pay people to do it. They want people to do it for nothing, basically, and that's not good enough. Because at the end of the day, people have jobs to do, have lives, have children and stuff like that. They shouldn't have to be going to do work voluntary. If they want to give them an hour or two every month or so, they can do that. But in the end, the local authority has the main role to do in this regard. But it is only a fact that that's what the council should be doing. I don't pay my taxes for the laugh. Let's put it that way. I expect, and especially you pay your road tax and your property tax. That all goes to the local authority, and you expect the best services possible. Yeah, well, pretty much too. Yeah. um, but it's not that the money is there. Like the money is there. They could do it in the morning. They can employ another 500 in the council if they wanted to in the morning. Like they generally could if they wanted to. It's just they don't really want to, because why would they, when people want to do, like, they get people to do it voluntary and not don't have to pay them? Why would they do that? But what's happening? What? Oh, you're talking about the referendum. The referendum along with the votes for the European. It's something to do with the European court and stuff like that. But in my opinion on it, I don't know much about it. I'd look into it a bit more. But I think we should just vote no just to get a United government again. Let's put that. But not no. We only one no, obviously, because there's only one referendum. But just to annoy the government a bit more, just to rub it in a bit more. Like obviously, I don't like people wouldn't understand at all. But hopefully, maybe it does just be no vote. Because let's be fair, the government would be very upset if it was another big no vote. They would be very upset. And then along with that, if they lost all the like, it lost a good majority, like it's if they lost a good few European like council seats and stuff like that, and the local authority seats, they would be very upset. So it'd be just that. So that's what I would say to people to do. If you wish, again, if you want to vote yes, of course. But I would just say just tonight, like if we can get another result, like the third biggest defeat for the government in the referendum, it would be upsetting. Peggy. Oh, low silver away. Yeah, so let me see, this is fine. I hate this website, the Daily Mirror. I hate it because it's just so laggy. I don't know why it's so laggy. It's one website that's just this computer to this century. Well, it's just basically a busybody website. That's what it's like. It literally is a busy. Like it's something that the National Women's Council of Ireland literally is on all the time, because they seem to be just fucking up their own fucking backside. You know, I, yeah, we'll say no more. Yeah, well, I don't think people will probably vote like everything's fucked now. But no, I don't think people will know what they're voting for in the terms of the court. That's how I know. It's something to do with the court, the European court, or something like that. In the weapon, but we thought we were going to get there. We're another while away yet. But my impression at the moment is that I would be voting no, and that's my impression. Unless they give me a good argument and why. But really, I just really want to piss off the government. To be totally honest, that's to be totally honest. Unless they give me a really, really good argument saying, this could change our lives, something like that. Because the only thing they can really say, oh, we need to do it, democracy, etc. That's basically all we. But we see what happens when we get to that bridge. We climb over it. But what I'm going with now at the moment is no, unless they really give me a good argument, because I'm not going to be in the European Council elections. And along with the local time, I'm not going to be voting for Fine Gael unless they literally revolutionise this county in 5 minutes, hello, Shawnee, how are we doing? Oh, we're not too bad, I suppose. Nothing really too much happening. Same old, same old. Nothing much. Yeah, we look at this article now in a second from these busy bodies. So I'm blah, 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 blah. I assume people seen about this earthquake in New York and the Statue of Liberty been hit by lightning and stuff like that. I don't know if people see that. And there's 2 earthquakes actually. That's the no, it's not a house in referendum. I don't think. No, I don't think it's a house in referendum. No, it's the European court. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's it's not the house in referendum. I don't think they even have that yet. Not that I know of. I can check that out. But I do think it's something to do with the European court, Sean. I think. As far as I know, that's the fourth time hearing about it. Like, I know they've been on about it for the last fucking donkey's years, about house and referendum. But I think it's something to do with the European court. Yeah, is it the housing bill? I might be wrong. Well, that's the fourth I've heard of. Let me see. I find this out now. See, I haven't been looking that much into it. I'm waiting to near enough the time. Is it the right to housing? Well, definitely probably know them. Because as Sean said, that's probably what they definitely will be doing something like that. Yeah, let me see. I don't know where there must be. I don't know. Let me see. I'm just trying to find out because I've heard something about a court. Somebody was telling me about a court. The government announced that the referendum on the Unified Part Court in January, and it would take place alongside. Yeah, it's something to do with a court. I'm seeing here that it's something to do with a court. I'll show you now. Like this from the Irish Examiner. Like I was thinking the same thing. That it's something to do with a court. Some old fucking yeah, something like that. I don't think it's the house because I would have heard a lot more about it. Don't answer. Like I would have heard Tracy Mantley or something saying saying about it. Or I would have heard there would have been a lot more talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it is like the whole place would be up in arms on Twitter about it. Like it's definitely some court because I do remember like somebody saying to me about a court. I do remember them saying. I do remember the government announcing this. Like I'm going by this. This is all I'm going by. Fuck you, Irish Times. Fuck you. Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you. Get out of me, freaking bastard. Fuck you, Irish Examiner. Fuck you. When he's joking. Yeah, see, like something to do with unifying. You see what I'm? Where was it? Here? Yeah, this is it. In 2020, yeah, something to do with some fucking court that has really no benefit to do with Ireland. That's what I'm going by. Like it's only one referendum, so I presume it's this. I don't think it is the right to house, because I don't even think they have it like they don't even have it in draft yet. I don't even think this government will be able to do it. So that's what I'm presuming. Yeah, that like it definitely is. It's not the right to house, it definitely is. Yeah, alongside the local town and junior. Yeah, so that's sort of what is the referendum exactly? Something to do with some court. I don't like what is it? I actually don't even know what it is. How does the right to exhort from making silent? I don't get it. I generally don't know. I don't see the point. Really, and from what I'm reading here, it doesn't seem to be. I don't know. I actually know it's something to do with some court or something to do with, in very basic terms, apparently gives it a holder the right to exclusive use. I generally couldn't tell you something really. Like I'm reading this here and I don't know, something to do with some kind of what's this something to do with some like a higher court or something like for claims or something like that. If you're not, yeah, like we were just talking about that earlier on. We've seen it in the UK what happened, yeah. But the right, yeah, I don't think the right the house, not the right the house, but it's definitely not because I would have heard just uproar about it. Because I even remember when they announced about the woman's place in the home and stuff like that. I remember just this extreme uproar about it. Like even when it was just announced and stuff like that, I remember hearing about it. So if it was the right the house and better to be just uproar non-stop now. Yeah, like Tracy Mandy would have. It was the White the House, but she would have made a video talking about it. She probably would make a video talking about this issue too. Like to be totally honest, I'm reading just through it here now. I don't get you. I don't know. I like it? Like they just like I hate when the media in this country go into fucking long details. Like, could they just tell me what does it do? Like, I don't get it to be totally honest. Yes, the Constitution doesn't give. Like obviously it makes sense. The Constitution wouldn't allow it unless it's voted in. Uh, Something to do with selling and offering stuff. So some kind of goods court or something like that. Claims court for goods and stuff like that. As far as I can gather. Yeah, we were just talking about that earlier on too. The thing. Um, so I don't know, but we say it won't be anytime soon anyway, Sean. That the White House bill will be, because it's going to be a while before that's brought in, especially after the defeat of that. Like I presume every European country will have to vote on this legislation because it's a European Union legislation. Like it's not just an Irish thing; it's the European. It's for the European Union. So it'll be all countries. Like the majority, like the local elections, like the European elections, is happening everywhere on the same week in Europe because it's the European elections. So I presume that'll be in every country too. Like in well, not Norway, but in Netherlands and Belgium and Germany and stuff like that. The European elections everywhere. So I presume that's along with it too. So, but from what I'm going at the moment, and I should just vote no for it because uh, I'm trying to understand it myself because it's like it's something to do with claims and goods and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's basically like we have to sign up for it, but it has to be passed through the constitution votes. Um, like I would just say vote no to be done. Derek Bly is very good. Um, he's speaking a lot of truth. Yeah, like just to annoy the government a bit. That's really what I'm going with. Unless they give me some good explanation of why we should vote yes for it. I might hear it, but what I'm going with no, I just want to piss them off. That's basically me at the moment. Just piss them off, the government. That's basically what I'm out to do. At this point in time. So we might go live later on too with a bit of the game we're going to play Firewatch. It'll be later on tonight, very later on tonight. So we might do an hour of that later on. We'll see. In which what? News and what? Oh, some of the GA, yeah. Oh, so the fuckers in the GA, they sued was it Starbucks or something like that, because they made a joke on Twitter or something like that. Yeah. See, the GA are just too full of them fucking selves. They need to be taken out of peg or two. Yeah, Supermax, yeah. Yeah, just brief topics when we're just talking about Supermax put up a social media post for April Fools, and the GEA made a complaint to Meta to take down the post and stuff, and featuring quote pack and stuff. So they're very butthurt, the GEA, because there was no money in it for them, and maybe it was saying some truth about the GEA, what the GEA is becoming. Like they can't take a joke, the GEA, basically nowadays. They're just basically all serious. Yeah, they don't like jokes. Well, the GEA are a joke, to be totally honest. The modern GEA are just a joke. Yeah, we probably should be boycotting a few places, but look, GEA are kind of destroying themselves anyway. So, yeah, give it another few years and they have themselves destroyed by that time. Like they basically let themselves destruct. Basically, that's basically what. So we probably soon will go to. It'll be another few minutes, 10 minutes, and we have to talk about a very important issue now. Very important. Yeah, the Daily Mirror. I don't know what people think of the Daily Mirror, but I think it's just a busybody fucking place for busybodies. To be totally honest, just saying to be busybody people. Yes, yes. Put on the music for a second. You can't stop the music. Nobody can stop the music. I literally left it on for nearly an hour because I was that busy talking shite for a few hours. I was born in the Dublin street where the lawyer was a beat and the lawyer. Go and sneeze. And wake the neighbors up with the. Yeah, no, but like like newspapers are still relevant, of course, but they are being done like physical media and stuff like papers and books and stuff like that. Basically, nearly on the way out, to be totally honest. Like it's all these what do you call these? What do you call the books? Audio books and stuff like that nowadays, and physical copy. Like say with the Irish Examiner there and stuff like that. It's more cost effective for them to put an article online than put the newspaper. Sooner or later, there'll be no such thing as a newspaper. So it's good that when that happens in the mainstream media eventually don't print newspapers and stuff, it'd be good for independent people to have newspapers and stuff. Because eventually it will happen. Like the Anglo South, take for example, here on Cavan, eventually it will stop because they've reduced the size of the newspapers and stuff like that to make it less cost effective. Because a lot of people are not buying them; they're reading it online. They're not paying the money for the newspapers. So it's just what's happened with the mainstream media. Like constantly, the mainstream media are just losing money like there's no tomorrow to print the newspapers. There's less. It's, like the Anglo South is nearly €4, just to say, nearly a fiver for the Anglo South for newspaper. Years ago, it was just big. It was well known for being just fucking huge. Yeah, like it's radio and like the modern age now. It's the same with election posters and stuff like that. The modern age really is newspapers, the radio, and the social media. You know, like the old, like nobody reads a book now. It's like let's put it that way. It's just the well it's gone. It's changing. It is changing a lot. Like eventually the mainstream media too will just be like there won't be such thing as newspapers. Like in terms of the mainstream media producing them and stuff, and then it'll be good for independent people because it will happen soon. It's sooner than we think. Like just even mentioned the Anglo South there, they made it smaller. Like the Anglo South is 50 times smaller than it used to be. Like eventually it will be non-existent. Like they basically have said, I think the Anglo South too, that they're not making as much money on newspapers as they used to years ago and stuff like that. So, you know, and I know myself because there's so many newspapers that are just being sent back to, like, I see in shops and stuff like that, that just been sent back to the distributor because they haven't been bought and stuff like that. Like, it's insane. And they're on about the environment and stuff, and they're cutting down trees nonstop and stuff. The mainstream media, like, I just find it funny, like, the mainstream media with the newspaper, oh, save the environment, and we're cutting down all the trees, you know, to save the environment. You know, you get what I'm saying. Like I think that's why grip media too has such success. Like you see, grip media is taken off, which they are. They're very good at reporting stuff and stuff. Um, yeah, I think that's why because they started on social media and stuff like that. If they just started off with a newspaper and stuff like that, I don't think I think that limits your reach because a lot of young people too don't read newspapers. They don't read. They read social media articles and stuff like that. It's just kind of the way the world's gone, you know. The Irish Lions, yes. Like the Irish Times won't exist probably in the next 30 years. They won't exist. Uh, like we've seen what they call Vice News that just disappeared. Like the mainstream media companies and the Washington Post that they would reduce their staff and stuff like that. Like the mainstream media not having a good day. OT is not having a good time either, but that's just the government propaganda machine. But you get what I'm saying, mainstream media is not having a good time. Like it's more independent journalists nowadays, independent media outlets that's doing good stuff like that. Like you see with Tucker Carlson and stuff, it's a perfect example. Like he's out on his own now, and he's doing better than he ever was nearly on Fox News. You know, you get what I'm saying. Like the days of the brand named media companies seem to be just gone. Nearly gone. You know, if that makes any sense. I'm probably going on a long time one, but you get where I'm coming from because that's just where things are going. Like I can't tell you the amount of people I'm hearing saying they read audiobooks, they read this, they read that. Like they don't even read it, it says it and speaks it. Stuff reads the book for them and stuff like that. It doesn't. They don't. People don't read now. He's some man. He's some man from one man. Indeed, he is. But that's what I'm saying. He's doing better on his own than he ever did at Fox News. And Fox News is the main conservative base, the ink, you could say. But nowadays, that's being challenged. Obviously, main conservative channels that are main conservative and stuff. Yeah, well, you kind of treaded the needle there because the European Union were considering banning him from entering the European Union because he went to Russia and stuff like that. But that didn't happen. I'm sure they would look stupid doing that because they were going to do that. They were talking. The European Commission was stopping doing that, but it didn't happen. But you know, anyway, we're nearly finished for tonight. We're about another 6 minutes. So we're going to talk about a very important topic from the Daily. Can you see me? Everything's just lagging for some reason. I hate this article. So yeah, so obviously the fuck these ads. Obviously, yeah. Hopefully she's okay with being in New York with the what do you call it? The fucking earthquake. So like there's such a busy, like, you know, she was yeah, last week in Berlin. She was in Berlin. Now she's heading to New York. You know, like this is just basically you know, and they just seem to be jealous people. You know, like that's what the people in the Daily Mail, they just seem to be very jealous. Um, yeah, she just seems very. They seem to be very, very jealous people. These people in the Daily Wire. Like they're just, you know, just the way they're kind of saying it. They're just they seem very jealous. Like it's just basically fucking the National Women's Council of Ireland was won this. Like they're just jealous. That's what I think. Who? What? Like I know. Yeah, Gemma O'Donnell. Yeah, I think she's out of the state. She's not in the state. I don't know where she's. Um, that's basically all I know. I don't know much more. So that's it. Yeah, well, the mainstream media had a fit. Remember that? It was just the mainstream media lost their mind because of the and it wasn't that like they didn't say too much. Like basically, Vladimir Putin at that time just basically went on for about 20 minutes talking about Russian history, you know, and that's basically really what the whole thing was about. Just him going on about back in 1907 we had this and we had that, we had the other, we had that, and that's basically what it was. It wasn't really too much in it. Yeah, like looking back in and out, it wasn't really too much. He was just probably giving him a history lesson. That's basically what it was. And that was about it. There was nothing really outside. There was a few other things that was it. But I suppose he was getting context to why he took his decision and stuff. But a lot of people just kind of seem that that's just kind of, I don't know. I don't know really at the time either. But yeah, no, the Daily Mail are busybodies. The two jealous. They're jealous of a good friend Santa. No, oh no, that was a. Are you talking about the deep fake video and stuff like that? Because there's a deep fake video going around of him doing that. Um, so no, she wasn't doing. It was a deep fake, like you know the way they do deep fake things and stuff. I think you were probably seen that because it was good talk about that for a while. You know, she didn't do that. Fact check. Let me get me fact check stuff on. Fact check. No. Um, yeah. So no, it was a deep fake thing. Whatever you call it. Like the two with like even with Joe Biden and stuff, there's deep fake videos. You nearly would think it was them, but but it isn't. It was deep fake. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's all the quiz. Hello, Tony. Hello. Hope you're well. Um, what do you get me then? The deep, like as I said before, deep fakes. It's sooner or later it's going to be hard to know who's the real person talking. You know, because technology AI has just got so advanced. Like you can even do it with me, and you wouldn't even know it was me. You know, it's insane. Yeah, like I will. Yeah, like I'm. Like if that ever happens, Green Face with Dano and that, you can come to me and I can verify it. Um, we work. You know, we work for the Tony Blair Institute. Our good friends in the Tony Blair Institute help us out when we need to verify stuff, fact check stuff, of course. And we work with the World Economic Forum to help them out too. I'm sure we. Imagine if somebody took me serious. I couldn't say, you know, don't take just to say don't take me serious. I wouldn't have anything to do with the World Economic Forum. Just to say, I hate the sight of Klaus Schwab. I probably shouldn't say. YouTube might be very upset with me. We don't agree, we don't want to, we I don't really know what to say, so I better not dig myself a bigger hole or at the end of me. Yeah, but no, that video, like Green Face is referring to, it wasn't, no, it generally was a deep fake. Because particularly, I just said the Santa knows. You remember when she went partying and stuff? That wasn't a deep fake, obviously. But you know, that big, the big fucking hullabaloo, I suppose you would call it. Like that went on for fucking few months about her going partying and stuff like that. So I'm sure she know if she done something like that, but I don't. I think she has a bit more self respect for herself than doing something like that. Um, I think she knows everything that would just be the biggest thing if it was true. Yeah, I seen Sids and Scholars. Yeah, I seen that. I seen the upload a video today. I didn't see Bosco, but see, it's hard to keep up with everybody. It's hard. It's generally very hard to keep up with people. What they do? No, we're not keep up. I'm not that old yet. Give me a second though. Too fucking warm in this fucking house. But hopefully technology, just speaking of deep fakes and stuff, I talked about it before. But hopefully, sooner or later, technology will advance to the level that you can recognize what is real and what is fake, because it can be misleading in some regard. Um, it can be, because you look up some deep fake videos, it's generally very hard to know if it's real or fake. Actually, for example, hello, Assassin. How are you? I hope you and your mum are well. Hope is doing well. It's good. The good advice is to sing it. Give me a second, sorry. Everything's fine with me. Takes fast. No, there was a thing like it wasn't related to Santa, but it was related to Elon Musk at one stage. I saved it to my wherever the fuck I have it. Excuse my language. There's that much stuff now on fucking X. Also, Liz Truss to have the land. Lamb. Peggy. Also, anybody with information is asked to contact, where was it, West Yorkshire Police and the Sir Transport Police. What by West Yorkshire Police? We're not Strandford Police. She robbed the land. Liz Truss was not happy with her being rejected as Prime Minister, so she's gone robbing lambs now. We could get Liz Truss to be Taoiseach. Imagine that, oh God. Who is messaging me? Somebody's messaging me. David has the memes out. But yeah, no, that's what I'm just saying. Like, sooner or later, it'd be hard to find a deep face. Sorry, I'm looking for this example. I did save it. I bookmarked it at one side because I thought it was pretty funny. Like, it was pretty funny. Oh, you Peg Gillet. Angry finish noises. So, yeah, this was a video. Like, it went viral at the time. Elon Musk and all that responded to it because it was that real. A lot of people thought it actually was real. Yeah. So look at this. The people thought but this is a deep fake kind of thing. So people thought it was Alexander Cortez down with Elon Musk. So it's just kind of like you probably can't hear it and stuff. You can't hear it obviously, but do look it up and stuff. Like you take the word the way a person. Like there's not really much there you can say. Yeah. Like this deep fake and stuff, but you in general would nearly think it was them because you're hearing it and stuff like that. If you do look it up and stuff like that, it's from April 20. As you can see, 4.3 million. like a lot of people generally thought it was Elon Musk and Alexander Cortez. They generally do that, but it is literally a deep fake kind of thing. Pretty good. I was actually duped by it for the first time. Like when the first time I seen that, I actually was duped by it. Because AOC and Elon Musk has a web, yeah, you know, they've been Bitcoin a bit, a good while. Yes, West Yorkshire. Well, not West. No, actually that's Strandford Police. Sorry, it's not West Yorkshire Police. Yeah, that was stupid what happened. And then I don't know what happened to that cop. Let's call it that. Whatever she's, we'll not go there. Actually, but you get what I'm saying. But you get what I'm saying. It's sooner or later be very, very difficult to know what's fake and what's real in terms of that. And there's ones that Joe Biden and stuff like that, even though Joe Biden could come out from it. And Norma, excuse me. Actually, no, this is one of Norma Foley, yeah. Just kind of talking shit. Well, she usually talks shit anyway, so what's the difference? But no, there was one where she said, I think I seen, like she said, I want to destroy the world or something like that. And she had, no, there actually was a video on Twitter, I seen that, and I was like, yeah, well, to be totally honest, we kind of know what Norma Foley is an anarchist, so we know that. We know that. Like, she genuinely is an anarchist. I hope she fought in the Spanish Civil War. No, but that's what I'm saying. Deepfake is just like in the next, like it's affecting so much that you really never know what people are saying. I was cooking. You were cooking. You were cooking. Bam, 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 bam. One more thing. I might come back and not go that far. But here, give me 2 seconds and be back with you. You can talk among yourselves for 2 seconds. Hello again. Sorry about that. Had to let the cat in. Oh no, what's going on here now? I leave you alone for 5 seconds and he's called World War III. Disgraceful. Shall we have to have words? Me and excuse me, like that should be treason. Um, you know, concluding with the enemy in Fianna Fáil. Jesus, we couldn't have that now. Someone has criticised that needs to be silent. Oh no. Yeah, we have ways of we have our ways of persuading the people of Leitrim to vote yes to rejoin Cavan. We just give them €100 billion and they'll be happy. We basically just we put the money in their trust, and then when we come in and take over Leitrim by peaceful means, of course, we tax them and then we take back the money. So technically, it's only a loan, but we come back and take it in another way. Oh shit! Left the plan out. One. But yeah, a special military operation in Leitrim will go well, of course. Not then. Well, probably shouldn't. Some people actually could generally take me serious. Pig, you live? I totally agree. What is this shit? In Cavan colours, exactly. I say it's all the light of the councillors that I didn't win in the election because they would have had to be confronted with that, So I'm sure they're all delighted they never had to actually talk about that, because it would have been very funny to bring it up and have the other councillors having to talk about it. This is misinformation. At the highest level. What was it? It was something I was going to say, but I can't remember now. Who? Sorry, I'm just looking at something here. Yeah. Oh no, we couldn't do that now. Oh no, Greta Thunberg got arrested. What should we do? Oh dear. They're putting her in a bus. Oh dear, what are we going to do for Greta? Poor Greta. Sorry, I'm just reading stuff. Oh, so your local TD Aaron only is having a great time. Your local Fine Gael TD. Yeah, something like 1920, something like that. Yeah, in the Netherlands, something in The Hague. So look, it doesn't look like it seemed to be a lot of media. Well, that's probably because she's just eating fucking grass. And not grass, but the drink that the fucking, what do you call it? Like, say you get a glass, it's kind of just all fucking, I don't know what grass is the word I would call it, but all these kids, it's pure green, and you just drink it and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what it is. Um, yeah, she's up with the Fina. I tell you what, a new energy. She's like new energy, a very warm reception for the Fina girl. Simon Hours this evening. Here's to the new energy. Fucking what? And then Francis Fitzgerald beside her. And then Hilda got knocked and then Helen Mackley's just won away in the picture. And then somebody saying this is Satanism. Like, that quite literally is a new energy. Like, how is this new energy? This is fucking. It seems like it's somebody's awake. To be honest, the way they're going on. Wheatgrass. I eat wheatgrass. Yeah, she says this beside Francis Fitzgerald. I don't know why Francis Fitzgerald's still there, but fucking beats me. She's probably sad she didn't get the top job. She's probably crying. Heather Humphreys is now the deputy leader of Fine Gael. Hopefully get more for Cavan. Maybe. Hello, Gordon. How we doing? Yeah, just like Eamon Wine. Literally just like Eamon Wine. Also, going by Grip Media here, Grip Media just released it 9 hours ago. He says that Simon House uses he, him pronouns. Very good. Does he actually use he, him pronouns? That actually, in fact, I don't need that. It actually seems he does, yeah. Going by Grip Media. Yeah, it does seem to be the truth. I had to just look it up. It might have changed. As soon as they put it out, they probably changed it. We won't stay much longer because we were supposed to go before 9, would you believe? And I'm still here. This is a disgrace. I have to get used to saying our good friend Simon Harris instead of our good friend Leo. I don't see it. Maybe they removed it, probably. They said they did remove it. As soon as it was pointed out, they just remove it. Yeah, well, that's good that you're feeling better, but there's no need to. Whatever it is, it'll work itself out, don't worry. In the media, yeah. Well, Leo already has a lot of closets, a lot of skeletons. So, a way out of the conflict. The way out of the conflict is for Russia to leave Ukraine. That's the way out of the conflict. Oh, so where am I here for a second? Engage with my audience. Should I say something? No, you know what? I'm not going to tell you. Fuck you. I'm only joking. No, I was going to say something, but I'll wait and see what happens. I was going to share some information about look at. It's not national security importance in it. I hear Cromwell was having a good time looking down on us. Well, not looking down on us, looking from below up at us. Let's put that way. Yeah, well, a lot of them in this country. There's a lot of Westports in this country. Like news talk is just pure. I never heard such Westport in my life. We joined the Commonwealth. We joined the Commonwealth. Like, and they just didn't even give any explanation why. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Like I wouldn't mind to put an argument against it, but we joined the Commonwealth for what? It's like witness protection for what? Nobody was convicted of anything. Oh yeah, I seen his campaign video. Yes. Witness protection for what? So we might play Firewatch later on anyway tonight, hopefully at some stage. But just to say, should I let you in on a small secret maybe for a second? I can't tell you the full secret, but you'll find out soon enough. Let's put it that way. Tell us. Yeah, so it's only 60. Can only say this. It's only 61 days or so until we have an interesting time. Let's put that on the channel. Let's put that. I'll join the cavan, but we can make a cavan comment on it, of course. We can have overseas colonies and stuff, like cavan Canada, cavan Canada, cavan Australia, the cavan Commonwealth. Just take over Finland, be like the cavan Finland. It'd be such a funny thing. I don't know, cavan Finn. Like, pretty face stuff. Cavan, just take over the whole world. Our rightful place in the world stage. We can rival the United States of America. Yeah, anyway, but basically what I'm trying to say, we're only 61 days. I can only say much more. Oh no, we're not going that far. But oh dear we me. Is that what did what they call Theresa May say? Oh goodness me. Yeah, oh goodness me. What was the naughtiest thing you ever do? Oh goodness me. Yeah, I can't say much more, but it's only 61 days, so it's basically less than 2 months. So today is the 6th. So on June the 6th or so, you see, when the election day comes, you see, around that time. Unite the Kingdom of Cavan, I agree. Running through the fields of wheat, exactly. That was the most naughtiest thing she ever did. Very innocent. So we're going to a very serious thing. Just when I was here, I seen this. So I do have a personal story about this, like in Cavan General Hospital. Now, not what he posted, but my father went through it. He was in for a heart operation. He was getting tests done for his heart. He's a bad heart. He had stouts put into his chest. And my father was pretty much the same as this person. Was put into a storeroom. Like he was, but like not really that it was the same thing. Like it was just put in the storeroom, but he wasn't put in for the day. He was put a night in, like a night, the evening and night. He was placed in the storeroom with loads of stuff, like cleaning stuff and stuff like that. And that was 2 years. No, not 2 years ago. That's when I was in first year. So about 5 years ago. He was put into the storeroom. So the same incident as this woman. He was getting stouts and stuff put in, like an operation. But it was only a night and stuff like that. He wasn't the only fellow in it. There was another fellow in it along with him, like in there for the night. So as you can see, one was yeah, like it's just it's unacceptable too. Like not even that. There was no place in the corridor to put him on, so that to put him into the storage room because there was no place in the corridor. Just goes to show you how bad it was. Yeah, just stream. They can see this. Like there is a lot of stuff. I will say I never really talk about that much, but there's a lot of stuff going on in the HSE and in Cavan General Hospital itself. But see, the thing is, there's no evidence, no video evidence or nothing like that. So I have nothing to, to back it up. Well, obviously, these people are not lying on that. That's what I'm saying. But like I'm just waiting through this article myself now. I was only informed that it was up. But yeah, not to say it's not the first time this was ever said. Because as I say, my father was put in the storage room during the night. I know that for a fact. Like I know that for a fact. That's what it was. Oh my god, the whole lot's just frozen. We're dead. It's Joe. I think the whole screen just frozen me. Everything's frozen. Piggy. It's Jova. I think we're frozen. Yeah, we're frozen. Well, fuck that. And it's my whole screen's frozen. Yes, everything's fucked. It's Jova. Camera's frozen. Yeah. Unfrozen, is it? It's unfrozen. Am I still frozen for people, just to say? Yeah, but my father were true, so I get, yeah, my screen, I'm just frozen. I'm just looking deadly into the camera. 5x5, okay, it's unfrozen. For my screen, it's frozen. I might just share my screen again just to see. Maybe my don't freeze it. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong here. Ooh. Yeah, it's just everything's fucked. Yeah, well, we won't stay too much longer because everything's just fucked. My camera's fucked. I might just try in the second go to see maybe it might be fucked altogether. Hopefully not. But yeah, I don't know. It was like I don't know. I mean, I have to restart my PC maybe. I don't know. We see. We probably maybe 10:30 or so. We were. Yeah, like there's definitely stuff happening in the HSE and stuff like that. Like, but as I said, my father was in a storage room that time when he was getting his tits put into his house. He was in along with another man. It wasn't the only fellow in it, but well, it was unacceptable too. But it's unacceptable that people be on a ward too, like not on a ward, but on the fucking corridor. Because oftentimes he was on corridors and stuff like that with stilts and stuff like that. But anyway, here we leave it there for the moment because the screen is getting irritating. I might go back just in a second live just to see would it unfreeze because it might be. I don't know if it's something to do with my computer, but we see anyway. But anyway, back in a second, and then we might go. We'll probably be live at 10:30 again. So